So with the village of Pemberton, where we're situated in the mountains, the climate can be quite variable. We get heavy rain seasons, and then we have very long, prolonged dry drought seasons. So although we wanted to be able to have a lot of landscaped areas, water conservation was a key focus of the project.
We had a number of objectives on this project. First of all, green infrastructure was a really important component, and that was to harvest the stormwater that fell into the downtown area.
Part of the project was to not only install stormwater management, which was non-existent before, but to capture that stormwater and use the stormwater for irrigation purposes. Prior to the downtown enhancement project, basically during the heavy rain season, we would get stormwater flooding the streets, and it would just follow the slopes, and we would have shops getting flooded, homes getting flooded. It was a major problem.
The second major component was to enhance the public realm of the downtown area through streetscape work by widening sidewalks, by introducing street trees, planting beds, street furniture, new paving.
From an operations standpoint, of course, my main priority was to replace and upgrade all the infrastructure underneath the ground. However, most of the public doesn't see that. They see the nice landscaped areas, they see the improvements to the road and the wider sidewalks, and so this is obviously a very important part of the project.
Rainwater is incorporated into the system in two manners. First of all, rainwater falling directly onto the sidewalks can flow through permeable paving.
Stormwater would just run across the road, and the more hardscape you put, the more this can be a problem. So the paving stones were a key component as well to capture that water.
And to divert it to a biofiltration pond, and then into an underground storage facility, and then that water can be used for the irrigation of planting beds and street trees in the downtown area.
So the irrigation pump distributes the water to a series of bubblers and drip line irrigation, which travel through all the landscape areas, the flower beds, and the stratocells, which are where the trees are growing. The stratocells have drip line irrigation as well as bubblers around the tree roots, and that can be all adjusted from the irrigation control panel. So it was the innovative technology that made this project happen in the first place. And it was exciting to be part of because, yeah, it's some state-of-the-art stuff. The Stratavaults, I was very interested in those because, you know, you see these big, large plastic things going in the ground, and people always asked about it. I was out on the street for that whole project, and people would always say, "What's going on there? What are those plastic egg cartons?" is what everyone had said. And so it was quite interesting to learn what it was for. The Stratavault cells, my understanding is they're designed to provide the structural requirements to be able to build a sidewalk over them, but then also have room for the soil and water to accumulate to provide the necessary nutrients for the trees to grow. And it also provides them a structure for their root system to grow, because otherwise you'll have buckling of sidewalks and asphalt cracking and possible problems going into pipes. And obviously we've just done all these new infrastructure upgrades, and installing trees could be causing damage to that infrastructure. So of course the stratacells allow us to have both.
Pemberton was an excellent opportunity to incorporate a comprehensive green infrastructure system through stormwater harvesting, detention, and reuse facilities.
For tourists as well, visitors to our town, this is sort of the gateway into the town. So as you come in, you see these nice, lush areas, and that can only be achieved with the recycling of water and the Stratavault cells and the design for the landscaping, which is designed for the arid climate that we have here.
I mean, the village of Pemberton is making a long-term investment with this downtown enhancement project. They have upgraded their aging infrastructure. They have incorporated green infrastructure that they'll see benefit for decades to come. And they have invested in Stratavault technology that allows their street trees to thrive again for a long period of time. So there might be a higher capital cost initially on a project such as this, but if it's worked out on the life cycle of the entire project, it definitely will pay for itself.